What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out another video from me today. We're going to go with some bike work today. I know a lot of people like to see the bike work. It's the middle of the week. It's Tuesday night. So first off, I want to let you guys know this is not a paid video, but No Toil did tell me that they would send me some product for free if I made this video. So the products I'm about to show you, I did get sent free from No Toil. However, as you guys know, I love No Toil, or you should know. My first experience with No Toil ever, I actually won through the Main Event Moto podcast with Daniel Blair. I entered their contest. I won $100 worth of No Toil product. So I got myself some air filters, some cleaner, some oil, some apparel. You guys know I'm not wearing it now, but I wear the No Toil shirt and hoodie all the time. That's like my main riding hoodie, and I wear the shirt to work and stuff. But since I got that product for free, I've since bought my own No Toil products, full retail price. I bought it from my buddy Evan. He needed some air filter oil. And I went with the No Toil because, in my opinion, it's the best you can get. It's the easiest. It's the friendliest with the environment. And so I'm really excited that they gave me this opportunity to work with them and let you guys know about the No Toil product line. So I'm going to go ahead, pull the seat on old Redsky, and we're going to get started with some air filter maintenance today. So believe me, what I'm about to tell you, I'm not proud of. I realize this would be the epitome of weird flex, but okay. When I was 17 or so, and all I had was my YZ125, which you can't see, I would run the air filter until the bike wouldn't run. I wouldn't clean the air filter. I'm laughing, but it's terrible. I would legit get on the bike and go to ride, and when I'd gas it, the bike would cut out. It would it would just cut out because no air was getting to the engine because the air filter was that plugged up. I was that bad about bike maintenance. So now I am a lot better about it. Probably that I'm paying for my own stuff. That's probably a big portion of it. But now I change my air filter every 2 rides. I know some people do every ride. I do every 2 rides. That just works for me. But that's what I like to do with it and keep it as good as possible. So the first product that I'm going to show you guys that I use on a regular basis is the No Toil bike wash kit. So this comes with the cover, so when you take out your air filter, you can wash in there without getting water in there, and then it also protects it, of course, from dust and dirt from getting in. It also comes with exhaust plugs, and if you order it for, let's say, the 2017 Honda CRF 450, which, as you guys know, has 2 mufflers on it, you get 2 of the muffler inserts, so the bike isn't getting water from either side from that. So there you go. There's my No Toil filter. It kind of got rolled there. That's sketchy. Have to keep an eye on that, but that's my own fault. So I'm not going to open that one because that's a brand new one. I already had one. So I actually just keep it with me when I go to the track in my bucket here of washing stuff. So just slip this bad boy on right away. And I'm not going to be taking the bike to the car wash because it's kind of late. It's cold right now. It's dark out. So I'm going to just go ahead and slip this on so that it's protected, but I can still clean out the air box here because the wash kit actually comes with air box cleaner. It's like it's not a sample size. It's bigger than what I'd call a sample size, but they do offer it in bigger sizes of the air box cleaner. But with this, you can put this on here. If I could start the bolt, I'm just being a dweeb. You can spray the wash or the cleaner in there, and then when you're at the car wash, since I live in an apartment, I have to go to a car wash to wash my bike, and you can use the power spray, the power washer, but make sure you're at least like 2 to 3 feet away from the air box. The cover will protect the engine from water getting in there, but you still don't want to be like blasting it right next to it. So take a step back and blast it from above. So just getting this nice and tight on there so we get a good seal. It actually threads on pretty far, so just got to keep on going with it. Alright, so there we go, got that threaded on. As you guys have probably seen, I do of course have the Yoshimura plug since I have the Yoshi exhaust. But the No Toil ones, I do have, where's the other one? There it is. So they're just a little bit more basic. They're just black ones, but of course they work just the same. Just slide them into the exhaust there to protect it. And then also in my wash bucket here, I have the version that comes when you get the Superflow kit, or not the Superflow kit, excuse me, the wash kit. So you can see it right there. But, 1 second. They do have a larger size if you love the product, which you're going to. So you can buy a larger one. So you're just going to take this and you spray out your airbox with it. Spray on and wait 30 seconds, then wipe off with a damp cloth until our airbox is clean. Pretty straightforward. Let me get with the GoPro here. Move you guys in a little bit closer here. Not sure how well the lighting is. You can see in there though. I think you can see well enough. Just that it's a little dirty, but not too bad because I use this every time I hit the car wash with it. So now let's grab a cloth and wipe it on it. It says damp, so let's get some water on here, just some shop towels here, whatever. I know a lot of people absolutely hate the process of cleaning air filters, and of course you can get pre-oiled filters from Toil if you'd like, but I don't mind it. I think it's really rewarding when I'll show you guys of course when I use the product, but just seeing like your air filter go from this to looking brand new, I don't know, it's a good feeling. I think I enjoy that and seeing how good it looks, and I don't know, it's just a rewarding experience to see it getting clean, I guess. So I realize that's pretty silly, but that's how I feel about it. It's the same as like vacuuming. I like vacuuming because you can actually see the lines, you can hear the dirt getting sucked up. That's how I feel with the air filter, so it makes it super easy. So just getting all the way around in here. The bottom is just kind of hard to reach here on the Honda, but you can just tell, just wiping out crap and grime and dripped oil from the filter, and it just is looking super clean in here. Oh yeah, so much better. Like I said, if you take this to a power washer, or if you have a power washer at your house, or even a garden hose, you can just kind of spray this out and rinse it out, which is going to help quite a bit as well. But for what we're doing here, just do this for now, because like I said, it's too cold to go to the car wash right now. It's like 60 in the garage, but it's probably like 35 outside right now. All right, looks pretty good. Let's head on inside and clean up this filter. Just for full transparency, this is what Toil sent me. The 4 liters of air filter oil, 4 liters of the cleaner, 4 things of chain lube. I took one down to the garage, some more of the airbox cleaner, and 5 new filters. So that is what they sent me, but what I'm working with is actually stuff I already had. I opened all that, but I didn't use any of it. I already had filter cleaner, I have my filter of course, and then the stuff you saw down in the garage, I have oil already, so I'm going to be using that. But that is what Toil sent me, but I wanted to show you guys that this is actually legit what I have in my kitchen that I use to clean and everything. Apologies if Miss Sora gets in the video here. So, this is the factory wash bay, aka my sink. I use this bucket. But we have the filter here, I have the filter cleaner, and then I just have some brake and parts cleaner that I use for the cage. But what I'm going to do now is just fill this up with some warm water, and you put in about a 1/4 cup of this stuff, mix it around, and then put your filter in there. So we're just going to eyeball it, we're going to say right about there. And this stuff is biodegradable. You can actually put this straight into your clothes washer and throw in your filters. If you have a bunch of filters, I think that would be a killer option. But since I usually just do one at a time, I just do it by hand. But you can throw it in, ask your mom first because she might not be happy, but I promise you it doesn't smell. It's not like you're using gas or anything. I used to be one of those guys who used gas to clean it. And once you use gas, you have to dispose of it environmentally friendly and legally, and this is just much less of a pain. So just filling this up, agitating it some, mixing it around. It's pretty warm in there. The cat is right behind the camera sketching me out. So I used their Evolution oil on this filter, so it's going to come out like a lime green because that's the color of that oil. So I just pulled out the rubber thing on accident, pop that back in here, and we're just going to, you can already see it coming out in the water, looking like some antifreeze maybe. Looks like you guys can see that while I'm trying to get everything in frame. Sorry for the kind of awkward shot here, but now you don't want to twist and wring out your filter, but you want to squeeze it, make sure you're getting all the dirt, debris, and old oil back out of it. So already you can see it's coming out pretty clean. We're just going to keep squeezing around there, working the water with the product throughout. I actually enjoy this. If you have a buddy who's like, I hate doing filters are such a pain, you know, show them this video, recommend them No Toil. I don't think this is a pain at all. I enjoy this. Seeing the filter getting cleaner and cleaner as we work on it is like super, super rewarding to me. Maybe I'm just a super loser and a dweeb, but I actually honestly really, really like that. We're just continuing to work it around. And what's nice about this, since it's made for this, it's not, you know, some toxic stuff or anything like gas. It's not going to dry out your hands and leave them all nasty, and you have to put on 6 coats of lotion to feel good again. So there you guys go. I'm just going to squeeze it here a bit. I'm going to keep working it, but you can already tell just how clean it's getting. You can see the green, obviously quite a bit up here of the leftover oil in it, but you guys remember what that looked like when we first dunked it in there? And I've been doing this for what, like 2 minutes maybe? Since No Toil's product line is biodegradable and non-toxic, you can just pour this straight down here. No problem. You don't have to dispose of it like you would gasoline or anything. Have to do anything crazy. Just pour it straight down the sink. So that is super nice. I'm going to fill this up with some more water. I just said water really weird. Some more water, some more of the cleaner, and just keep cleaning this because it is actually pretty dirty. There's quite a bit of excess oil. I think I over-oiled this one. I have a bad habit of over-oiling it, but we're going to go ahead and make sure it's nice and clean. I'm going to dip that in there, and then just this is what I do. Can't open this because my hand's too slippery. I do have a No Toil Superflow kit, so I don't have the screen. I just have the normal cage, which of course is something else you can get from No Toil. Get a little bit more power out of your bike without the screen. I don't recommend this, spraying this inside. Your mom will get mad at you for that one, but just clean this up some. There you go, so just get that nice. Alright, so our Superflow cage is nice and clean there. And again, you can see we dipped it back in. You can already see getting the green out of it. So it was a good idea that I went ahead and dipped this again. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I'm going to show you how clean I get this filter, but I'm not going to use this filter again since No Toil sent me a bunch of new ones. I'm going to use one of the new ones. And also, of course, after you clean your filter, if you're using the normal oil, you want to make sure your filter totally dries, because if you put the oil on there, you guys know oil and water don't mix. While the filter's wet, your oil isn't going to adhere, and then you're going to have issues. If you use the Evolution stuff, though, which is this lime green, it's actually made without alcohol, and so you can put it on. I'm pretty sure you can put it on when the filter's not completely dry, but then make sure you wait at least overnight. They recommend 5 hours, but I say just go overnight to let it completely dry up. But we're just going to skip, excuse me, we're just going to skip that whole step, and we're going to use a new filter and oil up a new filter. So I just want to be clear with you guys. If you're like, DeeO, that's not even the same filter, you're right, I'm going to use a different one, but I am going to show you just how clean I get this one. Alright, so there you go, guys. Just going to squeeze out some of the excess water. I've probably had this filter on my bike for 15 hours or something like that. But there you go. That came out pretty well. Let me get out of the light here, hopefully. Yeah, I'd say that's looking pretty darn good. So there you go. Just make sure you rinse it all the way back out. We're just going to pour this out. It's down here, but could rinse it out, do all that, let it dry. But we're going to move on, grab one of the new filters, head down to the garage and oil that bad boy up. So we got the freshy new filter. Let's go ahead and rip that open. It is not a pre-oiled one. Nice. I don't know why I just smelled it, but it's actually a different color than the ones I've had before. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to use some of the oil I already have, the Evolution, which is going to be that lime minty green. Of course, we have our cage that we just cleaned. And then we have an extra paper towel. So one thing with these, I always over oil them just because I guess better safe than sorry. Maybe that's not even the right way to look at it, but when you're oiling it, start from the inside. Don't oil the outside. Start from the inside because you know you're protecting the inside. So work from the inside out. So we're gonna go ahead and pour some into here. I love the color of this stuff. Maybe that's super cheesy, but I do. And of course, I recommend you wear some gloves just to keep your hands from getting too completely nasty or anything. Not that it's nasty, but I don't like the feeling of oil on my hands personally. So you can see it, of course, working through. Some of it came through the middle there, but we're just gonna work it through here. Make sure it fills all the cells of this air filter, because this is actually what's gonna be catching the dirt and any dust and anything that you're gonna get in your filter here. Kind of at a weird angle to do this because I want to try and be in the shot, so I had this protecting, but it's not doing too great here. There we go. Got the inside looking nice and minty. I'm going to go ahead on the outside again. I might be using too much. This might not be completely correct. If so, that's okay. But we're just going to oil up some of it, work that around. Move this for you guys. And just work it through the fibers of this. So I like this one a lot. It's more white than the one I'm used to. The one I'm used to is more of like a yellow. If you guys remember how when it started, this is an amateur production, amateur channel. I just hit the garage door opener in my pocket, but this is more of like the yellow that I'm used to with the red inside. Since this one was white, it's a lot easier to see how much oil you're putting on it and where the oil is going. This is this was the original No Toil I got when I first got my Honda, but then I got the Superflow kit, so then I was using the one from the Superflow kit. But anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna continue to work this through. And again, they say give this at least 5 hours before you ride. You want to make sure that it completely dries and tacks up and everything. But I say just do it at least the night before and then go ride and you'll be totally fine the next day. So that's looking good. I always like to hit extra little spots where I feel like there's not enough oil. What is this, the third time I'm telling you? I probably over oil my stuff. I can probably stretch my oil a lot longer if I don't go so ham on it, but hey, that's just who I am and how I do it, I guess. So, but there we go. That's looking pretty darn good. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it onto the cage here. Of course, just like that. Another product that No Toil has that I don't have actually from them is rim grease, and you put grease around the rim of this just to help it seal and make sure that you are sealing all the dirt out. But oh man, so I don't have the No Toil branded one, but I do have some Frontier grease that I use from my friends over at Frontier Lubricants. So we'll just go ahead and grease up the edge of this bad boy. All right, that ought to do. So I'm gonna have to relocate you guys back over to my bike now. Actually, I guess before I move on, one thing I forgot to tell you, I have the extra towel here. Just kind of go through and pat it. Just take off any of the excess oil that's on there. All right. I had to take off the oiled glove so I could move the camera, but that's okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and pull out our cover. That's been making sure, I mean, this is just sitting in the garage. It's been like 45 minutes or something like that, but making sure that no dirt and stuff got in here. Again, we want to screw it on there all the way nice and tight to make sure that it's actually sealing. You don't want to not do it because then it'll move around and then you're not getting the seal that you need to protect your engine from getting water in there. So it does take quite a few twists of this bad boy, but at least you do have this cool wing nut from No Toil when you get their filters and stuff. I think it actually came with the Super Flow kit, but regardless. Might have one in the wash kit, but just, I don't know, it's just a little different, a little trick. So, yeah, we got this all oiled up. We're going to go ahead and put it down into there. Whoops. So yeah, I know I've said it a few times, but when someone tells you like, oh, I hate changing air filters, it's such a pain, it's boring, blah, blah, I don't know, I enjoy it. And just time in the garage. And so we got that on there. Now what you're gonna do, take your finger and rub it around the rim of this just to make sure that none of your edges are rolled or anything. Make sure that you have a tight seal all the way around, because of course you wanna make sure that you're sealing off all the elements from getting into your engine. So feels good. Give it the last little, make sure it's on there nice and tight. Boom. We just cleaned the air filter and re-oiled an air filter. Yes, it wasn't the same air filter, but I went over that. And now we are ready to rip old Redski. Maybe we should put the seat back on. Boom. So there we go. Air filter's nice and clean. Again, I wouldn't say go ride your dirt bike right away. You need to let that tack up and make sure that the water evaporates out of it, because that oil I used does have water mixed in with it. The red oil that you can get, this is the Evolution stuff, the normal traditional red stuff. It's with alcohol, so it's going to tack up a lot faster and dry a lot faster. Just pick whichever one you want. They're both amazing products. I just happened to buy the green one, but now I have the red stuff, so that's what I'll be using from now on. But I probably, like most of you guys, when I think of No Toil, I definitely think of air filter maintenance and products, but they are more than that, like I mentioned. They do actually have biodegradable chain lube with wax, so I'm going to be using that from now on. I'm not going to use it right now because I'm not going to go ride the bike, and actually my tire's flat still, so I need to fix my flat tire. But they do have other products. They have accessories like valve caps for your tires, and the air filter, the gas tank hoses and stuff. Just check them out. Check out No Toil products, and really appreciate you guys watching this. Hope you learned a little bit. And if you're interested now in getting yourself some No Toil products, use the coupon code DeeO when you check out. You're going to save 15%. But this is a one-time use coupon per customer. So go ahead, order yourself up some of the 2-liter bottles of stuff. I guarantee you're gonna love it. So make sure that when you use that coupon code, make yourself a big order, because you're only going to get to use it once. So get your money's worth out of it. Don't just order like, I mean, if you want to order just one of the cleaner, one of the small cleaners, and one of the small oils, that's awesome. But I'd say go big and order stuff so you won't have to buy any more air filter stuff for another year or whatever, and you'll save 15%. So that's going to do it, you guys. I really hope you appreciated it and enjoyed it. Thank you so much to No Toil for helping out my channel, believing in me and believing in old Redski and getting this taken care of. So can't wait to rip the bike, just like always. You guys already know it. But until next time, as always, take it easy. It's easy. Take it twice. Talk to you guys later.